Hello, Loita. Hello, friends. Sharon Boucher-Haskins here. My YouTube channel is Island Girl Living in Germany. So, today I want to talk a little bit about quarantine and how I made it through living in a new country under quarantine and some of the things that we did and some of the stuff that I learned and some of the stuff that I did to make it through. So during quarantine, my husband still had to work through the whole thing, and I was at home and I was thinking we can't go anywhere, we can't do anything, so what's gonna happen? I started out with some microgreens. I bought some microgreens and I start doing them on my kitchen window because it called for a lot of sunlight. And then I said, "Wow, the microgreens are so tasty." And then I start saving some seeds for tomatoes, um, onions, scallion, garlic, what else? Cappuccino cresse. Um, I don't know the English word for it. It's an edible flower. And also potatoes. And to my surprise, I was really good at it. I we when we reaped the first year of quarantine, we reaped our potato. We got uh, about 15 pounds tomato, and that was a lot because I just planted two little thing in a little bucket. We got a lot of tomatoes. We even had so many. We had so many tomatoes from June till the middle of October. And the ones that didn't ripe, the green ones that was still there, we pickled them. We did even pickle. So just to show you how much I surprised myself. This is the girl, this is the woman, was a fashion designer, live in the heart of Chicago downtown on the 38th floor condo. And jump in a Uber or a taxi everywhere. Didn't even think when I was in Chicago. Didn't even think of doing a garden. So I did my balcony, my whole balcony. I just leave a little space for the table and two chairs. And I did what else did I do? I do scallions. Oh, thyme. I have a little herb garden. I did thyme. I did rosemary and basil. And these things grow out of control. It was so much. And I said to myself, wow, I should have known I had a green thumb because I'm from Jamaica. I was born and raised in a farmland. But I guess when you move or you grow up and you move, so I grow up, I moved to Kingston, finished high school, then went to New York City. I never thought about farming. And then just traveling all over the world, never thought about farming. But the important thing is that how this quarantine, how this pandemic let us dig deep into ourselves and find the little things, little memories from childhood. So even when I was planting the potato, I was thinking, as a kid, I used to go and plant potatoes with my grandparents, and when potato harvest, I've always been, but with all the hustle and the bustle in the modern world, totally forget about all that stuff. So we were eating through the whole quarantine, we were eating all our salads from my balcony garden. And that was a little surprise. And then this this year we did a little bit, I did a little bit more. I did more potatoes, I did more tomatoes, I did a little bit more herbs, and I did a little bit more edible flowers. I even had a pumpkin plant. And I'm gonna, on my blog, I put all the pictures. I'm gonna put up all the pictures of this year garden. But it is so phenomenal to realize the power that you have in yourself that you don't even know. I didn't even know I was that good at a gardener. So it was funny. So my husband would plant some stuff and it didn't grow, and I start doing, so some of the stuff that wouldn't grow or take a long time for the seeds to pop, I got some plastic bags and I put them over the container like a little greenhouse, and everything just started growing. And I says, wow. And he says, oh, you're a real gardener. I said, oh, I didn't even know I could do this. All of this, most of this stuff was experiment. I mean, you should see my pepper trees and my tomatoes. I mean, it is out of this world. So what I want to say is that even though we through this pandemic, a lot of us didn't see our family and friends, and we have to quarantine. So I'm lucky because I have my husband and we always together. So it's never a problem. But when the pandemic was seasoned a little bit, you know, for my neighbors, it was really hard, and some of them. So I have an 83-year-old neighbor, Mrs. Brame, and Mrs. Brame is very active. She still ride her bicycle. She still do everything like normal people. You don't even think she's 83. But one day she was coming home and she had an accident on her bicycle, and from there her health becomes a little bit different because she has, I think she bruised some bones and stuff, and she had a really hard time to heal. She didn't get corona, so that was good. And one of the things that I want to say that, so I am very lucky. None of us had corona. Nobody in this little area that I live, we know, we saw everybody comes out now. Nobody has corona. None of our family members that we know had corona. So in that case, we have to say that we are lucky. And another thing that I wanted to talk about is that how in this time show you have to be self-sufficient, because every morning you go to buy grocery, the grocery store was packed. There was always enough food, but sometimes a lot of crowd is not enough, and people was hoarding a lot of stuff. I didn't hoard anything because I said to myself, maybe this is something that we gonna have to learn to live with, and how long can you hoard stuff? I don't want to have a whole lot of food in my fridge and stuff. So I bought canned tomatoes and I bought some canned peas for emergency, and we bought pasta. That, but if it comes down to it, my husband makes his own pasta, so he could make the pasta if we could get the flour. But it was incredible to see how self-sufficient people can be. So when I look at my balcony garden, I just have to say sometimes to myself, I am proud of my garden. And it's amazing to see that we have the potential to do all these things. I'm, I, I said I was blessed and I was lucky, and I'm glad I came up with the idea to start the balcony garden. And with that balcony garden, we always have our fresh salad. Most of our salad we eat now is from the garden. Even when friends came over, I invited Miss Brame up for breakfast one Sunday, and we had tomatoes and stuff from the garden. It was fantastic. So this whole summer is the summer since Corona is not been so good, but we just have to enjoy, and we just have to live our best life. And nowadays, sometimes you can't see your friends, but you can do a Zoom call. We've been doing Zoom call with our friends from Chicago every Sunday at 7 o'clock. We do a Zoom call. And now we do another Zoom call once a month with 3 sets of friends. No, we had a new addition, so 4 sets of friends, and we cook something. Somebody give a recipe. It's go around in a circle. Somebody give a recipe, and we cook and we talk, and that's, it's the new way. The people gonna have to learn to use their electronics, because the day of running over to somebody's house, it's over. Now we have to learn to communicate a different way. So, long story short, thanks for listening to me, and I'm gonna show a little video of my garden. So I will put the clip in. So, loiter friends, please, if you like my videos, or you want to ask some questions, push the like button, subscribe, and don't forget, always be your own kind of beautiful. Don't try to be somebody else beautiful. Just be your beautiful, because you have it in you. You are the representative of you. There's no other person like you. You're your own special person. So always don't forget to be your own kind of beautiful. Thank you, and have a great day.